Welcome to episode 18 of my Golden Era series. Just kind of going back to the past here, reliving the wrestlers of the Golden Era, which was the 80s, early 90s. And let's have a tag team today. Let's do that. Let's see a lot of great tag teams at that time. Let's do something with the Rockers. I got a pretty good Rockers here. We're going to find Marty Jannetty and Shawn Michaels. Oh, there's the Moondogs too. That was another one to do. All right. Where'd Marty go? Oh, there he is, Marty Jannetty. And I got Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels is actually, I got it's an Alta attire for the Shawn Michaels 94 that's actually in game. But it's pretty good rockers here. Now, who can they face? Let's put them against. Let's put them against the British Bulldogs. Why not? Let's do that. Another great tag team of the 1980s. Davey Boy and Dynamite. Set the match up here. Pinner submission. And DQ's off. Give him 20 seconds outside. No eliminations on a regular tag match. And we'll go to, put it on fast. Tag team matches take a little longer, so I'll put it on fast so this doesn't take forever. All right, let's do it. Rockers and the British Bulldogs. This is cool. I'm trying to think if these two teams ever fought, because the Rockers came like late 80s, and the Bulldogs are they were like more mid-80s. Here we go. There's Davey Boy's in there with Shawn Michaels here. These are pretty good Rockers, I found. Just the Shawn Michaels is an alt attire from the in-game 94 Shawn Michaels. But I should do a video on I've done a Rockers video, but I should do it as a second option. But yeah, this is pretty cool. And a nice Golden Era arena here. Nice clothesline by Shawn Michaels. This is a pretty nice Rockers. Tight says Rockers on the back. But of course, Shawn Michaels is of course running NXT now. But yeah, he started out as I think they were the Midnight Rockers in where were they? AWA? I'm trying to remember if I remember correctly. They came over to they just dropped the Midnight, became the Rockers in the WWF at the time, around '88. Their first WrestleMania was WrestleMania 5 against Akeem and the Big Boss Man, and they lost that match. But that was Shawn Michaels' first WrestleMania was number 5. But then the Rockers split up in '92, I guess. It was in the barbershop. And Marty Jannetty didn't do much after the Rockers. His biggest run was with the Rockers. He kind of didn't do much after. He feuded with Shawn Michaels a bit, but he didn't do a lot after that. Shawn Michaels became the much bigger star after the Rockers. And of course, the British Bulldogs. Dynamite Kid. When the British Bulldogs split up, Davey Boy became the British Bulldog, who's actually in the game as a singles wrestler, the British Bulldog. And he went on to he just took the name he dropped the British Bulldogs with the plural and just became British Bulldog. And he went on to have probably one of his biggest matches of his career was probably SummerSlam '92 against Bret Hart. And that's one I could have for this series, because that was still Golden Era. Trying to stay WrestleMania 1 to 10, and a little bit before WrestleMania 1. But basically, most of the series would be WrestleMania 1 to 9, actually, not 10. Because if you remember WrestleMania 10, they were talking about the new generation of wrestling. In WrestleMania 10, that was kind of the end of the Golden Era. All right, Shawn Michaels here. It's good match here. The Bulldogs and the Rockers. The tag teams of the Golden Era were probably some of the best ever. I like the tag teams that they wore the same They wear I like when the tag teams wear like they have a uniform. They wear the same attire. It just has it's just a cool look, like the Bulldogs and the Rockers, and the Killer Bees and the Powers of Pain and the Road Warriors and the all those great team natural disasters. When they had a uniform, it just looks cooler. And Demolition. Ooh, kick out by Sean. Marty's trying to get in there. But this is a pretty. I got to do a video at this Rockers because this is a really nice. It's just you do it as a second option if you're looking for a good Rockers. Just got to. Yeah, the Shawn Michaels is an alt attire, but it's pretty well done. Buddy, I'll do as many videos if I keep finding good ones. I keep making. You can choose which one you like. Second option, third option of different wrestlers. Nice move, Sean and Marty there. Yeah, they were a high-flying team, the Rockers. But yeah, the Hart Foundation, the Rockers actually won. They never won the tag titles, but they did. They had a taping where they won them, and then they took them away from them because there's actually video of that the Rockers winning the tag belts, but they didn't get to keep them. It's probably on YouTube somewhere. Oh, he caught him. Nice backbreaker there by Marty. But I remember, who remembers when Marty used to go rocking and rolling, strutting and strolling in his promos? I used to like when he said that. Nice elbow by Marty. And Dynamite, Dynamite's one of the great wrestlers. He could really have a good match. They used to pair them up. They had house shows. They'd have one half fight the other half of the tag teams. Like they'd have like Marty Jannetty and Dynamite Kid 1-on-1. Then they have Shawn Michaels and Davey Boy 1-on-1 like that. They used to do that. They did that with the British Bulldogs. I think the Bret Hart and the Hart Foundation. They had Bret versus Dynamite and British Bulldog versus Jim the Anvil. They used to do stuff like that. All right, tag in here. All right, here's Sean and Davey Boy. Yeah, Davey Boy went on to he was part of like when they had the Hart Foundation, but they had 5 of them. They had Brett and Owen and Brian Pillman was involved. That was in the mid and late '90s. That was after the golden era, but that's what he went on to do in his career. Of course, Shawn Michaels won the world title at WrestleMania 12 from Bret Hart. And that's all. Yeah, Shawn Michaels was one of the people that was part of the golden era, and then it was an even bigger part of the Attitude Era. But he was a part of both. He was part of both eras, and there wasn't too many guys that were prominent in both eras. But yeah, the Rockers were a big tag team in the golden era, and then he was a singles wrestler in the Attitude Era. So he was part of those 2 eras. Yeah, and Rockers beat the Bulldogs. All right, hopefully you enjoyed this. Maybe learn something about these teams. And that was number 18. I'll see you at 19.